Right, welcome back to the channel, guys, and this week we are going game hunting at Hammersmith CEX. If you haven't already, please take the time to consider subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated. Click that bell if you want to know as and when I'm uploading videos. If you do so and you see me out and about, let me know and I'll buy you a dib dab. So yeah, lovely to see Mr. Tony Montana there as we get straight into the window, and also the Joker as well. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to look at the video games, the consoles, the systems. Let's check it out. Got Blazing Skies there. Box looks like it's seen better days on the SNES. I never call it the SNES. I always say Super Nintendo. What's come over me? More and more branches I go to, I'm seeing lots of Amiibo now. That Agent 47 statue there, lovely piece. Absolutely really like that. Now that electric volt control pad looked more mint green. Sun faded maybe? Well, probably been in the window far too long. Got an original NES there. You don't see them too often out and about these days, despite pretty much everyone owning one in the early 90s. Nice GameCube controller there. I've got the same one. Although I have been tempted to trade it in a few times, seeing that they only sell it for £6, I might as well just keep it. Big Pokemon game there, 150. I don't know too much about the whole Pokemon stuff, but I know it gets very, very expensive. Some half decent unboxed NES stuff here. Now, who doesn't love Paperboy? Got Punch Out there as well, probably the pick of the bunch. Got some N64 games. N64, not really my jam. Few good games on it. And there you've got Project Zero on the Wii U. I really do want to get that game at some point, and I don't see it coming down in price either. If anything, it's probably going to go up. But yeah, it's all about timing. I will get it. It's just a matter of when. Solid selection of Dreamcast games here. And a small section of PlayStation 1 games, but they've got that Sheepdog game, and I've been after that for a while. I don't even know if it's any good. It's just one of those games that I think I should have in the collection at some point. So straight on over to the OG Xbox, and we've got a good selection here today. I always thought the spines of this system looked better than the PS2. Hang on. Now this is a game I've been after for some time. Project Zero on the OG Xbox, £28. I've got vouchers today, so yeah, I'm leaning towards picking that one up. That's not one you see out in the wild too often. Pretty small section here with your PSP, and straight away I go over to the GameCube, and there's another game at £28 that I'm after, Eternal Darkness. If I find many more games that I'm after, I'm going to have to make some decisions here, because there's only so many I can go home with on each visit. It's quite a small branch, the Hammersmith branch, but so far so good. We've got some really good titles in and around. Now this is a game I've seen out and about online. I don't know if it's any good, but it's fairly expensive for a PS2 game. Let me know in the comments, Brotherhood of Steel, is that worth picking up, or is it just expensive because it's rare and sold poorly? And is it a good game? Is it a bad game? Oh, this has caught my eye. Another game at £28 there. But we'll get back to that one. We'll focus on that. Let's just look at the rest of the PS2 section as we go along. I must say most of the titles here as well in really good condition. You know when a PlayStation game is in bad condition, a yellow, you know, and all of these games here, the spines are really clear and white, and don't see that too often. Looney Tunes at £12. It looks okay, but I've been burnt too many times with games of this type. Not today. Now this was the game I'm talking about, another £28 game. 28 seems to be the sweetest point this week. 3 games I've seen that I really want in the collection. I'm going to pass on this one today, and only for today, and the reason being is that if I want to play these anytime soon, I can easily emulate them, or I've got them on multiple other systems like the Neo Geo Mini. It's definitely getting a lot more difficult for myself to find games on the Wii that I want. We're digging deep, but we don't seem to find too many these days that stand out amongst the crowd. It's all your regular games, your Marios, all the terrible sandbox games, you know. Some absolute tat came out for the Wii, but there's so many good games as well. Now the Jak and Daxter collections, series of games, the entire franchise in fact, is something I've never really put much time into. Am I missing out here? And where should I start? Should I start with the PS2 games, or should I jump into the PS3 stuff? Always like the look of a go-karting type game. But I think I'll leave that one. Didn't look too good, if I'm honest. Mod Nation and Racers. Now, everywhere you go, any branch of CEX, you're going to find yourself a Tiger Woods game or two. £38 still for the Batman Arkham collection. I'm not sure if they've patched that game to be of a certain standard as of yet. Or go away, Bluey. But yeah, the Batman collection, I think I'll stick to the games that I've already got for my 360, my PS3 and my PS4. Cheaper and better ways to play those titles. I always thought it was a bit of a strange decision to bring those games over to the Switch. It was never going to be a smooth transition. Got a Paper Mario there on the Switch, 1000-year door. I recently traded my copy in. I bought into the hype, thought it was going to be really good, and I'm sure it is, but RPGs, definitely not my cup of tea. I just can't get into them. Now, a system I'm always looking to collect for and find new games that I'm unaware of is a 360. It is getting more difficult, and like every other system, when you go into CEX, you see your usual titles, your Call of Duties, your FIFAs, your Grand Theft Autos, all stuff like that. But there is some gems on that system, and the prices are going up consistently. I don't think they're going to be dropping anytime soon. I think the days of 360 games, particularly the ones now that are rising, they're not going to be coming down, and you're not going to be getting them for a couple of quid anymore. Them days are gone. Plenty of copies of Resident Evil 6 there. You know, I've never actually played through part 6, so I'm not sure if it warrants the hate or the mixed reception that it gets. It definitely looks a more action-based game than previous installments, but I remember playing the demo when it came out on the 360. I thought it was okay at that point. I've got a copy and I just haven't played it. But yeah, it didn't go down well, did it, with the fan base? Now, we've always got to have a look and see what control pads are on offer. I do like to see the weird and the wonderful. What you're seeing here today is pretty much standard fare. That PO6 control pad there, sort of a third party knockoff type thing, not for me. Not a huge selection on PS1 either today. Now, I'll give you a heads up, the video is a little bit shorter today than normally. I haven't filmed much PlayStation 4 and 5 and Xbox Series. Reason being, whilst I was in this shop filming, it was a really hot day and I came over feeling quite ill. I don't know what it was, but sweat started pouring off me. So I wanted to pick up the games that I'd found, and I would have actually bought that Sonic control pad for £15 if I didn't feel ill. I just got the games I wanted and got the hell out of there. It is what it is, and I don't believe you missed much. I had a look at it and it was all standard fare, so nothing really to report about. But I had to get to the shop straight away. Said to my son, let's go and sit down. He said, where are we going? I said, you choose. He chose an ice cream parlour that was very expensive. Run into that one, didn't I? Anyway, the ice cream was a miracle cure. Worked. I felt better after some chocolate. And yeah, my boys were happy. Now, that's a game I don't own, is Death Stranding. I don't think I'll ever play through it if I do pick it up. But I think it's something I've got to have it in the collection at some point. Never actually considered buying it, but the price is cheap these days. I think I'm going to have to pick that up at some point just to put in the collection. Anyway, guys, here's what I picked up today. This one I didn't show you earlier, but I picked up The Suffering. Really, really happy with this one. It's a game that I've always thought about, and hard, but I took the plunge today at £12. I think that's going to be good value. So yeah, I've got quite a few horror games today. So next up, I've got another two games that you saw earlier in the video. We picked up Eternal Darkness on the GameCube and Project Zero on the OG Xbox. So yeah, three decent horror games today. Project Zero is one I've been after for some time. Eternal Darkness has been highly recommended to me by many people, and it's quite a strange game for the GameCube. Not many games out there like this, if any. So really happy with today's pickups. A little bit Gutted I didn't pick up the Fatal Fury in hindsight, but yeah, I've only got so much money. I have to go back down there another day, or hope that I see it out and about again at some point. Anyway guys, that was Hammersmith CEX. Definitely one worth visiting. I really liked it in there. They've got some good stock and the staff are really pleasant, and it was a really clean shop, you know, and that always makes a difference. I go to lots of CEXs. Don't get me wrong, I'm no snob. I'll go into the grimiest ones and find the best deals up sometimes. But it's always nice when you go in and things are labelled well, stocked well and stuff like that. And this shop definitely took pride in what they do. Anyway guys, once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a share, give us a like, and I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care.